Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the as stated value property estimate tool. It's a replacement for Zillow, which is causing a lot of problems with many users because they are shutting down the API keys for a lot of people. So let's continue by going through the manual, and this will help you set up as stated. Right here on screen, you can see the front page of the manual, and we can show you what is in there. First of all, we show you how you can get this sample template, how you can get the app in your account, how you can activate the app, how you can activate a free trial, and how you can get a valid license key, and where and how you enter your settings. First of all, you can get the sample template from the description in the App Store. It's also included if you make a purchase for a license key, and just click the link to the demo flow or template and it will install everything in your ManyChat account. To get the application working in your account, you just go to the App Store and select the app that you want. Then a new window will appear if you click the link for the installation, which will look like this image you see on the right side of the screen in this video. All you have to do is enter these settings. There's only two settings for this app in the configuration section, which is your chat templates license key or the free key that you see right there, the ESTD50, which will give you 50 free requests. And then you enter your key for the as stated API, which, if I'm not mistaken, will give you 100 free runs. And after that, there will be a price that you have to pay for the API requests as stated. It's a really nice API and it works similar to the Zillow app. If you want to activate the app, then you have to do what I told you on the previous page. Enter your trial key or your license key from chat templates, and then you are actually good to go. Make sure you put the URLs in your authorized website section in the growth tools, which you can find at settings, and then you click growth tools, as you can see there on screen. The URLs are chattemplates.com and api.chattemplates.com. You have to do that, otherwise the API requests won't work. How to activate the free trial. I showed you that in chapter 2 of this manual, but here you can see it again. Just enter ESTD50 in the license key section at the app installation menu. If you want to get a valid license key, so you can get unlimited requests for the app without worrying about using up the 50 free requests, you can just go to chattemplates.com or click the link in this manual file, and you can search the app collection from the top menu. Entering your settings for the app is very straightforward. You go to your ManyChat flow, the one you just installed, or you can create one of your own. We suggest using the demo flow and go from there, so you can see what is required to make it actually work. Inside the flow builder, you can select an action node from the menu. You can check all the apps that are installed, and when you see the as stated Home Valuation app, you just click on that one, which will prompt you with another selection. I will show you that right now. So what you see here on screen is the flow inside ManyChat, and of course we have already added everything, But if you want to do this from scratch, you can just click this plus sign, choose actions, which will create this new node inside your flow. Click add an action, go to this action menu right here, and then you scroll all the way down to, for example, this section right here, as stated, Home Valuation App. Click select action, and this window will pop up with all the options, which is just this one right now. Click on that one, and this section will appear, which you have to fill in. Here's a little how to set up section, and it basically requires you to set up custom fields that stores the as stated address and things like that. I will show you what it looks like when everything is filled in. So here's a sample of everything already entered. You can enter your Google API key as well to get the street view value or image inside the chat. And if you map all this data to your own custom fields, you can use that later anywhere in your flows to show this data to your contact. So now let's get back into the manual. Here we are back in the manual. I showed you how you can find this section right there. So now we go to the next page. This is the sections or the configuration section that I just showed you as well. Just enter your own custom fields, the ones that you set up for this app, or use the ones that are now already there because you installed our template. This is the entire flow. You can zoom into this file or just check if everything is there, copy it and play around with it and do whatever you want to make it suit your own needs. Once you have, hold on, let me just go back here. You can use the preview to have a look how this works, or you can set up a ref URL or a keyword trigger and use that to show yourself a demo and see if it all works as planned. This was the section that I showed you in your flow as well. Before all this, you collect all the data, then you run the action, which will store the data. We clear these contact fields right here because we want to start from scratch, so we can run a condition in our next step to see if there is actually any data. So we clear the average estimate of a home valuation. So we know if this is still 0 or it doesn't have any value, then of course the API didn't return a valid result, which will allow us to send the user to a different place than show an actual estimation with no data. Then you can see the end result in the flow. It means we set the image value to a image node. I will show you in a second what or how that is done if you might be confused at this point. And this last section in the flow will summarize all the data. And as you can see on the right side, that is actually how this all looks. So these two points, last 2 points in the flow, are the same as what you see in this phone. It's translated into something nice. So that is all there is to it. You can find this manual in the description of the app in the App Store, and I will show you how this image works. Hold on. So here we are again in the ManyChat flow. You can see this last option in the response mapping field is the Google Street View image. We port that to a custom field, in our case Google Street View image, and you can then use this custom user field as a variable to show the image. So let's continue and look at this flow. We have cleared the custom Street View image right here. We do that because not always does have an address any image. So we don't want to show the contact a broken image or something like that. And then after we have gathered all the information, we will also check if there is a Google Street View image. If there is one, we show this little note right here. And if it's not, we just skip this one and we go straight to the property summary. Now, how did we use that custom user field for the Google image? As you can see right here, I will click on it. This shows the Google Street View image as the name. What you see on the right, it might be confusing, the CUF_46112666. That's actually the custom user field ID, and this is the custom user field name. So it is the same, but it might be confusing if you are not very experienced with this, but now you know. So there you go. And how can you get this Google Street View image value right there? I will show you that by adding a new image, and it says upload image or insert URL. You click insert URL, and then in this image URL box you can click these brackets, and then you can search for example for Google, and it will show you this Google Street View image. And you just click that, press enter, and now your image will show this dynamic URL. It's really easy, but you just have to know how to do it. So this concludes the entire manual for this nice little property estimation tool. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you and bye-bye.